Alright, welcome back everyone, and in this video we're going to be making some apples. Now, this video we're not going to be making those realistic apples, just an ordinary apple friendly for beginners. So this video is directed to beginners who's getting into the program a little bit, do some cool stuff, and in this video, I chose apple for you because I think it is simple. So you don't really need to know much. Just get used to the program a little bit, like edit mode and object mode. Now, if there's any part in this video that you don't get, you can comment down below, and I can maybe help with your issue if you're not getting anything. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna open a new file. So go to File, New, General, or if you're just open the Blender, then you know it's Excel. First thing I like to do is search up some references. Now you can just go to Google and search Apple. Now I already picked my reference, and if you want to use like the same reference image that I'm using, you can look for the link in the description. I linked a Google Drive link for you. So yeah, so now I'm gonna go into front view and add image. So Shift A, image, reference, and I'm gonna go to where I save my reference right here and load it in. Now, as I said, if you want the same image that I'm using, you can look in the link down in the description. So I'm gonna delete this cube first and move our apple up like this. Okay, so now we're gonna use a sphere mesh. So press Shift A and mesh UV sphere, and we can just move it up into the middle. So I'm gonna scale it up to fit the apple, kind of like this, and there we go. Now I recommend you scale it exceeding the border of the reference, because we are going to be shrinking it and inflating it to fit it, and if there's some parts that we're not covering, it might be a problem. So I think about this is good enough. So now go back into front view, tab into edit mode, and go into edge select and hold alt, and and then turn on the proportional edit. So now there's going to be this loop thing. You can use your scroll wheel to increase the size, and what we're gonna do is just simply adjust the size to fit your apple. So like in these areas where the apple is not covering is what I'm talking about, right here at the bottom. As you can see, it goes in a little bit. So when we do that, we select the bottom vertices, go into vertex select, and turn off the proportional edit and just move it up right here. So now we can just go back into edge select and adjust it with proportional edit. About that. Okay, good. So now the top is where we're gonna make the stem come out. But first, let's just fit it into the border of our reference like this. So now first thing first is that we cannot loop cut in the vicinity of the top area. So we need to loop cut at the edge and slide it as close to the ring right here as possible, but not on top, or else we will have problems selecting it. So now just select this and turn off your proportional edit and scale it down and move it down, and there we go. And now select the top circle right here like this, and adjust the size so it's about the same amount as the stem, and just extrude it out. And we have a problem. We need to go into front view so we can move it like this. Okay, so just adjust it, scale it, put it here, loop cut, scale it, and just try to make it fit the stem. Now, it doesn't need to be 100% completely the exact same thing as the reference. You can do some adjustments since this is your apple in Blender. So now the stem right now here is okay for me, and it might not look that good, but soon we will do the subdivision surface to make it look better. So yeah, so now loop cut it here and here to make the area for the leaf to come out, and select these two and extrude it, scale it about that, and look from front view again and just start extruding it and scaling it. Now you don't need to make it fit the border as usual. We just need to make it roughly, and then we will loop cut it to fill in the details later. So right here, Control R, Control R, Control R, Control R, and there we go. Here's our apple. Now the leaf might be looking too thick, so we're gonna select these two faces here and press Control. Okay, hold Control and then press the plus button on the numpad. Okay, it needs to be on the numpad on the right of your hand, or else this won't work. So just tap Control and hold Control and press plus on your numpad until it fills out the whole leaf like this, and then we can scale it on the Y and make it thin like this. Okay, so now since we got the rough model of our apple, we can delete our reference. Now this is the time where we just do a little bit of adjustments to your model. So like tap into edit mode, select this loop and turn on proportional edit. Maybe I think it's too skinny, so I just adjust some stuff which I think would be a good adjustment to my model. Now one thing I think is that my apple, the body of the apple, is too big compared to the stem and leaf. So what I can do is select this and do the same thing, Control plus, and select the whole apple this time, and then scale it down. But make sure you turn it off proportional edit, scale it down, move it up, and there we go, beautiful. So now what we're gonna do is go to the modifier panel right here, the wrench, and add a modifier, add a subdivision surface, and everything should look fine. So now just shade smooth, and now there's one thing that you can add here is the line in the middle of the leaf. So loop cut it, and then now there's one thing that we want to do right now is just slowly select it like this, and if we do the operation right now, it will be even worse. So just select the middle line of the leaf like this, and don't select it in the stem, just the leaf, and then press Control B to bevel it like this. Okay, and then press Control minus on your numpad, and then now you can just scale it on the Y by 0, and there we go, we got a line in the middle. So now we can just start adding some colors. So go to material preview, which is right here. There are 3 circles. Select the circle second from the right, and now let's add some colors. So first go to this red circle down here, the materials panels, and add a new material and make this one red. So now let's add some colors to the stem and the leaf so it's not red. So tab into edit mode and select the top face and press Control plus like this. Now the moment that it starts touching the leaf, the moment we're gonna manually select it. So now when we are doing this, you can turn off the screen right here for your modifier, your subdivision surface modifier, so you can see better. And now what we're gonna do here is just select right here manually because we don't want to select the leaf. Now we can kind of separate the leaf from our apple, but that is too complicated for now, so we're just gonna do this. And after you select it all, go to your material panel, add a new material right here, and press new and assign, and make this one round. Okay, and now we're gonna change the color of the leaf. So select the tip of your leaf, which might be hard because we scaled the middle. So try to select it. Okay, so now select the leaf. We can just select it kind of like this, the tip of it. Make sure to select all of them and just press Control plus to select all of them, and press new right here, new material, and assign it. And now this one, make it just green, whatever green you want, and there we go, our apple. So now you can just duplicate it for more apples. Press Shift D and press 0 to go into camera view. Maybe we can adjust it a little bit. About that, add a floor for it. Add a plane, and that should be it for this video. Now you can go to the render preview for lighting, and you can just add some lights here. Shift A, add light for lighting, but this is all we're going for this video. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up, and if you have any questions or anything you want to add, you can leave a comment, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.